Grenada. It's TGIF time again with the NLA. Thank goodness it's Friday. Every Friday in March, place 5 bets or more in a single ticket purchase on Cash 4, Pick 3 or Play Away. You automatically receive a quick pick inline ticket valued at $1. NLA is giving back more plays, more chances, more opportunities, and more prizes. Remember, when you play, you are supporting sports, culture, and nation building. Promotion ends March 31st. You must be 18 years and over to participate.
Yeah. All right. 1, 2, 3, test, yeah. Welcome to Thursday. Sorry. I know why. I thought it was Friday. Today, just for the whole day, guys, felt like Friday. I don't know why. The whole day I'm going through today and I'm thinking that it's Friday. It's not. It's Thursday. All right, guys. Welcome to Thursday on the Ride. Hey, Rochelle, how you doing? Glenda, how you doing? Welcome to the Ride. Thank you for chiming in. Thank you for coming in. Guys, today I'm pissed for a number of different reasons. I'm pissed for a number of different reasons, guys. Just all sorts of crazy happening. I want to tell you guys why I'm pissed. Because on Thursday, I want you guys to take this opportunity, take this time to vent. Tell me what's on your mind, what's pissing you off. A couple things already that, for the whole week, guys, was on my mind, driving me freaking crazy. Francis, I probably got paid today. So Friday alone is a payday? I don't think so. Hey! Okay, share the program. So it's Thursday, guys, and it's what's pissing me off Thursday. From the start, let me give you guys, put a number up there, because that's what we're going to be chatting about, guys. There are so many things happening, crazy things happening all over the place. And I think it's, better to get this stuff out instead of you have it inside of you and, it's eating you up inside out. Get it out. Yeah, what you say? Yeah, man, get it out. Let me share it again, guys. Share the program, guys. Share the program because Facebook have us on what is called a shadow block. Shadow block is when they prevent your followers from reaching its maximum amount of notification. So like when we go live, most people get notification. Facebook is not having it for the next couple of days. Hopefully it don't last much longer, Jed, because I'm getting really pissed off at Facebook. Very pissed off at Facebook. And I don't know why. Hey, Bless, how you doing? Big up yourself, guys. All right, guys, so again, let me put a number up on the screen really early, because there are some things that that's on my mind that's kind of really pissing me off, and I want to share it with you guys, and also hear from you guys what's on your mind and what's pissing you off. Let me start. Oh, you got notification? Let me see. Anyone in here that got notification that never got notification before? If you're in here and you got notification, but you never got notification in the past, just give me a thumbs up or something like that. I see Bless Gal Taylor says she got notification. Hey, good evening. If you got notification, guys, give me a thumbs up real quick. If you got notification, give me a thumbs up. Got it? Okay. Pamela, you got notification. All right. Okay. You got notification. Pamela got. Francis got. Hey, Reginald Amadi, how you doing? Big up yourself. Right, guys. So, Shirley, you got. So, let me ask you another question, guys. Do you normally get notification? Because this is very disturbing, right? Lenora, do you normally get notification? Or today was the first day that you got notification in a long time? Because let me tell you one of the problem. You didn't normally get notification. Just type it in. Just type it in, guys. Just type it in. Because I know you're saying no, but I don't know why you're saying no too. Do you normally get notification? Because here's the problem that we're having. Um, you remember last week or so when we had this situation where like Facebook had like rabies or something like that. I don't know. Half of the people on Facebook got rabies, and everybody was frantic and everybody cursing out people and all kind of thing. It was all over a post. It was all over a post that we made, a performance post. We didn't do a vlog. It was just a post. So a good group of people, what they decided that they was going to do then, they was going to somehow report the page, and they went ahead and got their friends and they reported the page. Well, you always get notification. You got okay. You get most times. So a group of these people went ahead and somehow they reported the page, and I don't know if that what started the whole problem with Facebook putting us on some kind of shadow block. So normally we have 80 something thousand followers, right? And not even 1% of our viewers have been getting notification. Even people that follow the page, they just don't get notification. So we've been messaging Facebook over the past couple of weeks and trying to ask them, what's happening? Because I don't even get notification. If I look at my phone I don't even know. I didn't even get notification. Right? So we've been messaging them back and forth to try to figure out what the problem is. So today I was in a long conversation with them trying to figure out, and they're telling me everything is fine. Everything is fine. No, it's not. It is not. Over 300 people posted in this chat that they did not get notification for the past couple of weeks. So I don't know what's going on. Although Facebook's saying that everything is fine, they don't have us on any kind of block or anything like that. All right. Yeah. But it's not. Anyway, that's one of the things that's pissing me off, guys. That's one of the things that's pissing me off. The fact is, Facebook is messing up. Glenda says she used to get it, but she don't get it anymore. Akim said he never get notification. And although he followed the page, he don't get notification either. And nothing we could do about it, guys. Nothing we could do about it. All right? Hopefully, they fix the problem. They resolve the issues. Because I realize it's not only my program I don't get notification. I don't get notification for nobody. I don't get no notification. And all my notification is turned on the phone. I used to get it before, but it just stopped. All right. Anyway, guys, let's go into it. Because there are a few things that I wanna touch on, things that is personally pissing me off. And again, I'm giving you guys an opportunity to chime in and tell me what is pissing you off. Now, yesterday we covered a story. Let me see if I could pull it up. Hold on. Right. Okay. Yesterday we covered we posted a story about the situation with the dam in St. David, where this Caucasian lady essentially is taking her dogs, driving her dogs to a public dam, and she's bathing her dogs in that dam. She's bathing and she's bathing her dogs in that dam. That water, where they dam the water, Nawasa, is then sent through a processing plant and, the whole processing of purification and all that stuff, and sent into people's pipes. And we drink that, we consume that water. Now, we ran the story first ran on MTV. And the last time that Anselm Clouden came on the program, he spoke about it. But the story made its way back on the TV again, because although they tried to block this lady from coming to that dam and bathing her dog in that dam, she never stopped. Up until the time that they had to take picture of her, she didn't stop up until that time. And the other thing about it is now, the police have not arrested her or take action than to just give her a little warning or a warning. So this has been going on for a long enough period of time, guys, and people in the area are pissed off. So Anselm Clouden is taking some serious action against this particular situation. Guys, take a look, because this is what's pissing me off right now. Take a look. don't care who you are, Miss Lady. That's nasty. So the last time Attorney Anselm Claudon was on Ride Along Live, he was giving us an update on the story where a Caucasian lady was seen bathing her dog. Imagine that, eh? Bathing her dog in Nawasa's dam.
A car filled with dogs. And my people, one went up there, you'll see the guy behind the car. He was the one who was able to tell the fellow at the bottom to block the road, she's coming. And we called the police. But as usual, they take hours before they arrive. And by the time they arrive, she would have cleared the road of the blockage. And I have those pictures to show you.
And this particular dam was processed and sent to thousands of pipes in their homes. Now, this whole story is appalling. It's sick. It's nasty. I mean, think about it. The water that you drink came from a place where somebody was bathing themselves and their dog. Think about the feces that's in this water that had to be processed and fed to people to drink. So the attorney, Anselm Claudon, went back to MTV and updated the nation on the status of this particular story. Let's take a quick look.
Claudon states to MTV News that the Caucasian woman still go to the Nawasa Dam and take baths with her dogs. He says the situation is becoming unbearable and explained to MTV News that the dam is where the people of St. David's get drinking water. But however, it is currently unhealthy for residents to consume.
Now, notwithstanding all that took place, and the police visiting this lady on Monday, this was reported to Inspector Roberts the week before. Notwithstanding that, on Tuesday last week, this lady was seen going up to the dam, the government dam, bathing with her dogs there.
Claudon says workers in the area blocked the road to try to prevent the lady from passing. However, it did not work. He is calling on the relevant authorities to take action as this situation is serious.
Took a lot of old bricks and everything and blocked the road, so that when she's coming back from the dam with those dogs, he would have kept her there and called the police. Well, he said he called the police. Police didn't come. So that I have photographs. He took photographs of her on blocking the road. And I'm wondering whether charges are going to be laid.
According to Claudon, residents in St. David's who are consuming decontaminated water from the dam should seek legal action.
There may be persons who may have suffered from gastroenteritis over a period of time. If such be the case, the children could be any time a year ago, because we gave notice to Nawasa and Nawasa can't deny. They have said so themselves. They had notice over a year ago. Persons getting sick during that period, if they have their medicals, indicating gastroenteritis or some bowel disorder, they should come in. I can't set up a thing. Get in touch with me.
Now, out of all the different places that someone could bathe their dog, out of all the different places you could bathe yourself in the sea, get a bucket of water, bathe the dog in your backyard or something like that. You're gonna take those dogs and bring them in a public dam, knowing that the people of St. David's drinking water from that dam, and bathe your dogs in those dams. I don't care who you are, Miss Lady. That's nasty, and that's no consideration for people. I don't care if you're white, you're black, you're pink, you're purple. That should not be tolerated, not at all. That should not be tolerated by no person, by nobody, right? And Nawasa kind of slack too, because Nawasa can't just have the dam just open like that. is supposed to be protected. They're supposed to have some gates or something to protect people from just accessing the dam. Just like that. Just like that. People could get sick. And people probably are sick because of that. People probably don't even know why they're sick. And it's because of this situation. Human feces, dog feces in that water there. And the fact that she admitted to it. She apologized. So essentially she admitted to it and said she don't bathe there anymore. But what would even make you feel that this is an okay thing to do? What would make you even think that that is all right? That people should drink water after you bathe in it? Huh? That people should drink water after your dog bathe in it? Nah. This needs to be addressed and actually secured in a way, Nawasa, that people don't just have access, unlimited access like that. They're supposed to have cameras at least to identify that. This woman is a bold-faced Bajan too. They put a blockade to block her from going there. She lift up the blockade. They sent us the pictures. These are a few of the pictures. They sent us the pictures. She lift off the gate, lift up the barricade, and went and bathed her dogs there. That's wrong. I don't care where that person is from. I don't care if he's a local person. I don't care if he's a foreign person. I don't care where that person is from. It's wrong. It's wrong and it's wrong. And they should take serious actions against anyone to do this type of nasty act, not considering the fact that people are drinking that water that you are bathing your dogs in. Let me know what you guys think about this, guys, and what action you think should be taken now to ensure that this never happen again. All right, guys. Yeah. So chime in right there. This situation here is really pissing me off because this has been going on for far too long now. This has been going on for weeks and longer than that, months, as Anselm Clouden said. Why isn't the authorities doing something about this situation? And why is Nawasa not protecting the dam better than this? Why is Nawasa basically leaving the dam so open and accessible to anybody to come and throw whatever, do whatever, bathe whatever? I think it's a public risk. But keep in mind, guys, and I don't want to get anybody too scared and, well, not too scared, but too frightened about going to the tap and opening up the tap and drinking water that come into your tap. Because it does go through a full filtration process, purification process, so it doesn't come from the dam and go straight to your pipe. However, right, these type of, practices should not be condoned. And I don't know what's taking them so long to arrest this situation right here. Let me know what you guys think about this. 718-701-5720. This is pissing a lot of people off. This is certainly pissing me off. And I don't know what is taking them so long to fix this problem. Right? Put up a fence. Put up a fence. Put up a fence. A high fence. And you know what? What is the law? What is the law on the books? If there is any law on the books to prevent people from accessing these type of dams. Probably there need to be stricter legislation. I don't know. I'm sure there are legislation that are not being enforced. But they need to take somebody and make them an example. Because by doing that, as Anselm Clouden said, there might be a lot of people who came down with all sorts of problems. Because of the situation there. 718-701-5720. Let me see what Rena is saying. First, second report action should be taken. Yeah. It's nastiness and disrespectful. Yeah. It should not be able, no one should be able to access the dam like that. I'm pissed because Anyone can put dangerous stuff in the dam. By the way, guys, by the way, again, let me reiterate that the water does go through a filtration process, so it doesn't come straight from the dam there and straight into your pipe. Nevertheless, you still could have problems when you have an open and accessible dam like that have no blockade. You see the dam, you see the picture of the dam, it's just open water just so. It's just open. They ain't got no cameras. They ain't got no fence or anything like that. It's just open and accessible. All right, so Lindy is saying a fence and notice should be posted around the property. Damn right. A big notice too, because you know what? I don't know if the lady don't know that it is a dam. Probably she thought or she think that it's a river and it's just open water to go and bathe. I don't know. If there is no sign that clearly identify that stay away, this is a Nawasa's dam. I don't know if there are placards or posters or signs in the vicinity to let people know. Who knows? I don't know. Anything could happen. You're damn right about it. It needs to be protected. And for the authority, I'm saying they need to take immediate action. Immediate action. Right? Immediate action to remedy this situation here. Again, guys, 717-015-720. We have a few more things that we want to talk about. But if this is pissing you off and you're concerned, and you have some level of concern over this situation right here, lady bathing in the dam, not only bathing in the dam, bathing her dogs in the dam, and Nawasa having it so accessible and easy for people to just come in and access and put things in the dam. You know, if this is pissing you off, you could give me a call anytime. Let's talk about it. Again, 718-701-5720. We'll move on to the other things that's out there. Politics. Guys, have you noticed that the world has gone crazy? Like I don't know if it's social media is too prevalent. I don't know, Jed, but the whole world seems to be turning upside down. People don't agree with people. No, well, forget about people agreeing with people no more. People are just constantly cursing and arguing. And you would think that it's only happening in your area, right? No, it's not only happening in your area. It's not only happening in Grenada. It's not only happening in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Guys, it's happening in St. Lucia. It's happening all over. Politics got people going crazy. And you add social media on there. People are constant. Your politics take over everything is politics these days. Every single thing is politics these days. Yeah? People not talking to their next door neighbor because they probably sit on the different side of the political realm. One might believe in one other political persuasion, and the other one might believe in the next political persuasion. And they just can't agree, and it's non-stop back and forth, fight and confusion. Politics take over the whole thing. And lies are spreading all over the place, left and right. It's prevalent. It's prevalent. Have you guys noticed this? Have you guys noticed that everything these days is just controlled by politics? Even if you make an observation, an honest observation under somebody's post, it's now misconstrued as you having a different political agenda. And wait until the other person that of the similar persuasion jump on it is just non-stop back and forth and cuss and bacchanal. Because of what? Politics. Hey, good evening, Garden Boney. How are you doing? So how could we stop that, guys? How could we put a stop to this. How could we, what is needed? What do we need to do? What do people need to do? What do we need to do? Probably starting from the politician to the media personalities to us who conversate and stuff on social media. What is it that we need to do to lower the temperature, right? Because we ain't going nowhere. In fact, it's not only that we ain't going nowhere, we actually are. We go in places, but we go in reverse. It's like everything is in reverse gear. Because say the population of Grenada, let's use Grenada as a landmark, right? Say the population of Grenada is 110,000 people, right? And you know how, that's already a small population. But we have a good 47% of that population fighting the other 40 or 43% or 53%. And how could you get anywhere? How could we go forward when we have this type of fighting within a small population that like this? We can't get nowhere. So if everything is politics and is a constant fight and back and forth and we're not moving forward, we are moving backward. Right? So what we all need to do, guys, and I propose that, I try that, guys, that you see that there are so many platforms, and a lot of platforms that are formed, they're not interested in hearing the other side. On both sides, one side would be pro that particular side and not interested in bringing on guests from the other side to hear the sides. I think we need to have more conversation. See where we meet in the middle. You might have your persuasion. This person may have this persuasion, but let us communicate. Let's have a conversation in the middle. Let's have a conversation in the middle. Even if we have to debate and curse one another and to get our point across, but at least at the end of the day, we at least talking. We conversating. Right? So Cynthia said it happened in Trinidad and Tobago. I have no political affiliation. I have no time to make political or religious enemies. Life is too short for that kind of nonsense. It is complete nonsense. And the people who are basically elevating this political conversation and maintaining this kind of conversation. Hold on. Caller, hello? Hello. Yeah, hold on 1 second. I'll put you up. 1 second. Let me just fix the line. Got a call on the line. Let me just fix the line and put the caller up. Yeah, guys, the people who are not interested in... Okay, let's take this call. Caller, live, where are you calling us from? Hello?
Hello?
Hi, you're live.
Yes. Good night.
Good night.
Right. Good night to all who is listening.
Yes.
Junior, my take on Nawasa is very slack.
Uh-huh.
Slack. Yesterday morning, I was listening. I'm calling from New York.
Mm-hmm.
But yesterday morning, I was listening to the point. And some people were talking about Nawasa. They were saying months upon months now, they're calling about some dirty water they were getting in the pipe.
Mm-hmm.
Every day. And they were very concerned about it. And they said they were calling to Nawasa, they come and report to Nawasa, and nothing has ever done.
Mm-hmm.
And so Nawasa number one, Nawasa is they're not doing what they're supposed to do. And what this dam, I look at it, I was looking at how the dam is.
Mm-hmm.
They're supposed to fence this dam and fence it in a way that a lot of not close up so people could even still go and throw stuff over it. You fence it in so no one can get to the water.
True. True.
And they're supposed to put up cameras, and notice, because remember, this is people, they're consuming this water. You don't know what is going on. Babies drinking this water, older people drinking the water, middle-aged people drinking the water, people of everyone is drinking this water. And look what this woman is doing. I don't want to be anything, but this woman come out in a country wherever she's come from. They say she's a British citizen. And you tell me, you as a Grenadian could have go to England and do that and still walking outside? I don't understand this. This woman, well, to me, she think that the Grenadians or black people don't have no sense or they don't want nothing. Listen, we're not in the 17 and 1800s, even the early 1900s. We're in the 21st century. They need to stop that, and they need to put an end to this woman, and they need to arrest her. And people of St. David's need to press charges. Now, what's need to be held accountable? That woman needs to, and dogs, imagine you're petting your dog. Oh, come on, man, that is so disgusting. I can't even tell you how much I feel about that, because I know it's not a pretty thing, but that's to tell you the character of the woman.
Yeah.
Nasty. That's to tell you what kind of person you're dealing with. And I want to just touch a little on I heard you saying about the people, neighbors not living in love anymore. People are divided, even in the small little Grenada.
Yes.
I want to start at this. It's the head. It's the head of the party, those political party. This not start from below. They're kind of feeding these people to be against each other. I don't care who they are. That is what they're doing. They're putting people against each other. So when it's time for, all they think about night and day is how to go back in power or to get in power. They're not thinking about the well-being of the people. You think they care about anybody? Mm-hmm. So if they could have your mind corrupt, to work on that mindset and have you battering against each other, fighting against each other, we have a free will. We are free to choose who we want to support. Nobody should be against you for that. I could be living in the house with my husband and my children, and they can tell me who to really vote for. This is a free will. This is our rights. We're supposed the voting is one of your privilege, your rights.
Yes.
So if I want to vote for someone and you don't want me to vote for this person, or you don't want me, you shouldn't have me as an enemy. But as I say again, the mindset of the people, that from the top, this is what's taking place. And this thing has been going on in Grenada for a little while. Not Grenada alone, the whole world. But as Grenada small, we see our neighbor every day. We see our loved ones every day. That's why it's affecting so much. But they got to stop that. They got to put that one side. It's messing them up.
Yeah. You're so flipping right. And
yes.
and it's like we're on that treadmill. Every single day is another set of ways to divide the people.
Yes.
Every day is something else. Yeah.
Because this is the intentions, and they lie, and they lie, and they lie with a straight face, and they lie with no apology. They lie, Even though, like in Grenada, Carriacou and Petit Martinique, you will be trying your best to help and to do things. Just because some people feel these particular people should be there in office forever. That's not how it is. That's not how it is. Everybody have the right. Every Grenadian, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique have a right to do as they want. And no one man should be ruling a country, and no one set of people. And when you go into office, you're not going inside there to pull your parties up office and to see who you are like you do this. That's not how it works.
Yes.
That's all, and that is what's going on in this place for a long time. I know what I'm telling you. Anyway, I don't want to take so other person might want to call. So have a good night.
Thank you, caller. Yeah. Say a book. Yeah, you preach you there. Yeah, man. She speak a book. Yeah. She speak a book. She damn right. 718-701-572. That's what's pissing you off, guys. On Thursday, we dedicate the day, the time, so you guys could come and regurgitate. Don't physically come and vomit on us, but just get it off your chest. Get it off your chest. A lot of things. Because it is so correct, Jed, that there is no common ground on nothing anymore. And it is not a big population. I was looking at a friend of mine in St. Lucia, and he was posting about what's happening there. And funny enough, it's the same thing that the man saying. It's the same political fight. Antigua is the same thing. Something in the air, Dread. Something in the air. 718-701-5720. What is pissing you off? Hey, how you doing, my friend Daniel in Ghana? How you doing in Ghana? Ghana, my second home. I love you guys so bad. Thank you so much, Daniel in Ghana. 718-701-5720, guys. Politics is messing us up as a people. And while we curse and argue and fight and all of this back and forth, them politicians and them living nice, you know. Them politicians and them hugging and sipping wine when they meet one another, you know. But they love to see it now. They throw something on Facebook and then the followers fight and argue. And listen, if they don't fix this thing, I'm scared that he'll get worse, you know. He might get into a physical space. Because I remember the other day, I don't know what creepy, crazy got into this man. This person messaged me on Facebook with a whole heaping set of threats. A heaping set of threats. For what? Taking the thing way too far. And all of this thing is perpetrated, Dread, by the politicians. I've always said here, every person have the right to go inside that ballot box and vote for whoever they want to vote for, whoever they're supporting. There could never be a political leader or a political party that would hold reign on power forever and ever and ever. So every political party, every person that born in a particular area, they should feel that at some point in time they could take the helm of power in their country. If they go to school, they learn, they educate themselves, they too could take the this mic sometime. Yeah. They too could elevate themselves to the top. But what happening now, a lot of people who might have the capabilities, or they might feel like they this is something that they would like to do, they're going to be scared to go. They won't even want to get into politics, because as soon as you announce or you put up yourself to be a part of a political organization, or you decide to represent because you love people and you want to see, certain changes in your community, the powers that be trying their best, everything that they could do to destroy you. As young, I remember this, right? There was this young guy at the time. Can't remember his name. But he came up and he was putting up himself to be a candidate. He now is a pastor. He's now a pastor. Can't remember his name. So he put up himself to run for a certain constituency. That wasn't this election gone, it was the election before that. But let me tell you something. They start off on this man. So much so that they threaten the family. I think one time they pelted stone through his house. Crazy. For what? For what? So it's like you cannot have any different political persuasion. Everybody must follow a political party and don't have any difference. You shouldn't deviate from what this other person or what this other political party or the agenda is about. You should follow this political party, and there should be one person or one political party that rule over you forever and ever. What kind of stupidness is that? That is dotishness, I think. Because there could never be one political organization. There could never be one person. This is not like a kingdom. This is not a palace where you have a king, and after this person would leave power, like North Korea, then he appoints or he get a family member to follow up, and then that is from the time for forever. That person is all you know as your leader. That's not how this thing's supposed to work. Your son and your daughters and your people in your community should have an equal opportunity to be a leader. Similarly, guys, even in my little business here, I have my plans of, when I decide to leave this thing in the next couple of years, sooner than later, because sometimes I just get up and I'll say, yo, man, listen, I don't have time for this thing, I mean, just constant coming on Facebook and his bacchanal and all kind of stupidness. I could do other things. So I have my succession plan. I have all of that set up already. I got a business I run here. This is not like a whole country I run in. This is a little business I run in here. I have my whole plan of how this thing go run. So you have in running a country, you have to think about who that would come up after you, right? And there is no problem with having people of different persuasions. There are no problem with people following or supporting a different political organization. That is what makes us unique. Because if everybody is about one thing, if everybody only speak about one thing and support one thing, think about how monochromic this society would be. Everybody just on one vein, and that's all they talk about. Nobody have a difference of opinion. Because if you do have a difference of opinion, you could get mutilated for having a difference of opinion. Yeah, that's how Russia does behave, That's how them people and them in the Kremlin does behave, In Russia, guys, and I don't like to say the name because Facebook is very sensitive about certain things that we say. When you have a platform like this, they're very, very sensitive. So I go say the R. In that R country, if anybody emerge or this person see that anyone is emerging to the power, to the point of opposition, you know what happened to them? Who fall out of a roof, who get pushed off, who get poisoned? Navalny. You guys know Navalny? I don't know if you followed the story of Navalny, opposition leader in that country down there, the Kremlin country. They poisoned him on a plane. Why? Because he's the opposition. So no one could rise up. No one could rise up or have a difference of opinion. That is not any kind of form or shape of democracy. And then you have a certain group of people, guys, that they pick people. The minute time they see someone is emerging, a young person is rising up, and they're taking the political venture seriously, and they probably sign up to be in a political organization and try to or put themselves up for a position of MP or whatever. Lord of mercy, you go start seeing things about them. The opposition trying their best to break that person down, to mash that person up, to destroy that person's character, to say the worst about them. Why? Why are we like that? Why are we like that? Why? Why can't you say, I am happy to see the younger ones coming up? Because you know what happened? We all going to get older. All of us going to get old. We're getting old and we're getting gray. Soon we won't have the energy to even walk half a block. And then who are to take care of us? The younger ones. So if we don't treat the younger ones or train the younger ones now, when it's their time to take the helm, what will happen? You will have a void where you want to import people from other countries to come with the brain power to rule your country. If you don't take time to teach the younger ones how to do it, why must we destroy everybody? Why must we destroy every single person who try to emerge and come up and rise up and say, yeah, they want to put up their hand and try to see if they could run for political office? Why must we destroy them? And why do you think? And I challenge anyone to call me and tell me this. If they have a difference of opinion, I'd love to hear your opinion. Why do you think it's only one singular person, right? Why do you think that is only one singular person that could rule over you forever in your life? No. As an individual, as a person, as I said, I go back to that. Everyone have their opinion on who they support, they don't support, who they like, who they don't like. That is an individual position, right? So if you support anybody Big up to you. Kudos to you. I have never told anybody when they go into the ballot box who to vote for. I just say vote your conscience. And don't give away your vote. Hold your vote and always do that. Hold your vote as a negotiating fact. I want this and I want that. And unless I don't see that, I'm not giving you my vote. Don't just give up your vote just so. That's supposed to be a negotiating tool, your vote. Right? So as a people, we need to hold that near and dear. Not just vote for anybody. Not just vote for NDC because what? You're voting for NDC. They have to represent for the things that you are core principle about. And that is important. Don't vote for NNP just because. What is the principle? Does it align with your principle? And that is important. So that is pissing me off. How everything is politicized. Everything is politicized. People looking for every little thing to create a monster out of. People looking for blood. Let me tell you, people looking for blood. People looking for blood. Anyway, guys, this is what pissing you off, There are a lot of things on my mind that I want to talk about. But this is not about me. I want to hear from you guys. 718-701-5720. Let me put the number up on the screen right there. Let me know what's pissing you off, because there's so many things.
To accept the call, press 1.
Let me take this call. Caller, you're live. Where are you calling us from?
Hello, good night. I'm calling from Brooklyn.
Brooklyn, New York. Go right ahead.
Good night, Junior. I'm glad to hear you speaking that way in 2023. Because prior to that, in 2008, I had a different view from you. But everybody matures and adjusts as they go along in life. But we ourselves contribute to the problem.
Hold on. Say that again. I didn't hear. Hold on. Go back. I didn't hear what you say. Prior to that, say that whole thing over again.
I said it's good to hear you speaking that way in 2023.
Yes.
Because in 2008, you had a different view, and
I had a different view. Hold on. What was my view in 2028? Yes. What was my view in 2028? Remind me, because my view never changed.
Well, Junior, you have been broadcasting for years.
I know that, but what was my view in 2028? Yeah. Remind me and remind the audience.
And people had different views, and you were one of the persons who contributed to the vision in Grenada and Grenada State today.
Okay, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Let me just say what I have to say.
Yes.
They promoted a gentleman who has a right to be interested in doing whatever he wants and get into any position that he wants to.
Right.
And we see the division that created in Grenada's politics in the period 2008 to 2013.
Caller, you have not yet. Before I want you to. Listen. Let us structure this conversation. You telling me about my different views and how I contribute to the division in politics in Grenada today. First of all, what was my view in 2028? Remind me.
Well, I have spoken and I will go thus far. But let me just go a bit further.
No, you can't say something. You cannot say something, caller. You can't say something and deviate from it without clarifying what you say. It's just like you're spreading propaganda. If you're saying something, if you are saying, if you are saying, caller, if you are saying, be specific, yes.
Junior, in the community in New York,
yes,
you supported Peter David within the NDC to create divisions.
No, say that again. You break up. Hold on, you break up. Say it again. I didn't hear you. You break up in my ear. Say it again.
I said you supported Peter David in the Brooklyn community here.
Hold on. Caller. You're not moving on. We're not moving on.
Okay,
I support.
So
listen, you said I supported Peter David.
Go ahead.
Listen. I support. Let me tell you what I support. I support Grenada. I am in New York, and any single thing that would move Grenada, help Grenadians, I support that. Let me finish. If and when somebody in Grenada call me and say they need something Do you think I asked them what political affiliation that they or what political party they involved with? No, I never do a litmus test on people's political agenda or color when it comes to assisting. I freely help people, and that's what we do. So how is that mean that I support this party or that party or Peter David?
Junior, you have clarified.
Huh?
I don't want to take all the time. You have clarified. Could you move on?
No. But I want to make it clear. I'm about country.
Well, you made it clear.
I know
so
Peter David. I know
on?
Peter David. I know Dr. Kit Mitchell. I know every single body on every single side because Grenada is so small. I know every one of them. I've taken picture with them. I sat with them. I interviewed every single one of them from top to bottom. But how does that mean that I support this one or I support that one in 2028?
Okay,
Me and Peter David is the same thing.
So you doesn't support any of them. You support Grenada.
I support
you. I never contradict what you're saying now. So let me move on.
Okay, go ahead.
We ourselves create problems in that, based on the fact that we need to have diverging views. You have people in the media when they are diverging views within political parties, be it NDC, NNP, or any other P in Grenada. How do we promote it? What do we promote it as? So we contribute ourselves to the problem. Because anytime somebody have a divergent view, we make a big thing over it.
Well, I cannot take ownership for what I cannot take ownership for what other platforms do.
Do you realize that we as individuals and as institutions and the media do that?
No. Listen.
We do it every day.
But I cannot take ownership, caller, for what every other platform do. I know what I do. In 2028, I sat here and did the same thing that I did in 2022. In 2022, right? I did the same exact thing. Right? I did the same exact thing then that I did now. I never changed my views. I am friends, and believe it or not, I am friends with everybody involved. I am one of the individuals that I could sit down with every single one on every single political side and have a conversation and have a drink. Because I don't see color. I don't live in Grenada. I don't live in Grenada. I live out here. And my whole modus operandi is about nation building. If there is a government in power, I work with whatever government is in power to move the country. That's all I'm interested in. That's all I was ever interested in.
Great.
All right?
So, Junior, that's great. There's the other aspect I think that we as a people need to look at. Because I listened for years from people who are credentialed and people who can't read and write.
Right.
We have an item that we put on pictures, on flyers, on jerseys. We do so many things with it. What is that picture? The picture of a nutmeg.
Right.
Junior, we need to, and that is my gripe, we need to find a way of utilizing that product, expanding the use of that product, helping the people who's involved to understand the benefits of that product. That product is a nutmeg. The government of Grenada, since 2010, has done a big strategy.
Right.
It is called the Grenada Nutmeg Sector Development Strategy. That was supposed to be done from 2010 to 2015. We need approximately $16 million to get that project going. And not for die kingdom come. Be the NNP and all those who are talking about it like Grenada. And even now, the NDC have not found one black cent to help Grenadians. And you think that's where it lies and where it ends? No, we find money for every other thing, but we're still talking about we like the country. We're still talking about we like farmers. We're still talking about economic development. We're still talking about begging. We're talking about other people who come and give us 100,000 pounds, forgetting to do what we need to do for ourselves. Which is we have something in our hands, however we got it. People still continue to use it. People have been using it for the last 70 years. That Grenada has been producing it, and they have an institution called the GCFA. The institution is surviving today, but you have people who negotiating trade for us today, who 30 years ago would say it's a failed institution, is still surviving today. The problem we have with a lot of us, we're not innocent. I shouldn't say innocent. We're not honest with ourselves.
Okay.
In terms of promoting the positive things that we have. So my gripe is that we as a people need to be using more of our nutmegs, telling people more of the benefits of that nutmeg.
Yes.
And forcing our institutions of government
Okay.
to do more to ensure that people get an income, and we don't have to be begging countries and begging for loans and begging for reparations.
Right.
We are old enough to
the whole
think on
reparation?
our own. We are not children.
The whole reparation talk is a whole other conversation. I don't want to get into right now, but I get your point, caller.
Well,
Thank you for
we
calling.
have to get into it, but
Yeah, I mean, we
are
no,
not
it's
children.
a
When
long
you have a
conversation.
child, when you have a child, you expect the child to be talking and walking at a certain age.
No.
But the child gets to
I'm
be
not saying that we don't need to
adult.
talk about it.
So
I'm not saying that we don't need to talk about it.
Things.
It's a big conversation, and I only have 5 more minutes, so I want to give someone another opportunity.
Okay, all right.
to
So go
talk.
ahead. No
All right,
problem.
thanks
All right,
again
no
for
problem.
calling.
Thank you very much. Have a good night.
Yeah, man, cool. Yeah. So if you're gonna allege, if you're gonna say something, you have to come with the facts of what you're saying. You can't just say something and then jump out of it. You can't make an allegation and then just jump out of it. Because I hear this thing so much. I hear this thing so much every single time, and this is what pissing me off. This really pisses me off. In 2008, guys, I sat not in this studio but was in the car at the time, and I started doing a poll. Right? I started doing a poll. That's when I started the poll. And let me tell you, I ran that poll consecutively, just like how I did it in this last election. 2008, that was the last election, the one before this one. Not 2028. I made a mistake earlier. Let me tell you, if you guys remember, if you don't remember, go back and look at some of my live back in the time there. The New National Party won every single poll. Every single poll. They won every single poll that we posted. I put up Dr. Keith Mitchell against Nazim Burke. Dr. Keith Mitchell won. I put the Kindra against Tevin. Kindra won. Every time we did a comparison poll, the NNP won. To the annoyance of NDC people used to call me, the boy, I used to get cussed left, right, and center. The people from the National Democratic Congress, they really, really was pissed off at me. So much so, a lot of them call me all kind of name, right? Never mind, my back broad, I don't care. I just doing my poll. The people from the NNP was very happy that they was winning the poll. They used to meet me, ministers used to meet me, give me bunks, all kind of thing. Yes, they won. I didn't have nothing to do with who win and who lose the poll, guys. Right? The people press a heart or they press thing, and it's a nice entertainment program. Guys, I ran the same exact poll in the last election that was held. Leading up to the 23rd of June, I ran the same poll. It just so happened that it was in reverse. Instead of the NNP winning, the NDC won every poll. The same poll, the same poll. Nothing changed about the poll. The only thing that changed about it is probably I was wearing different color shirt and I get more gray hair in my head. The only thing changed, and I was inside the studio instead of inside of the car. That was the only difference in 2008 and 2022. Boy, so because the NDC won that poll, the whole conversation changed. The whole thing turned old mass. We as a media entity, as I said, I don't care who spend the money with us to advertise or to support the platform. If NNP want to spend the money, let us spend the money. If NDC want to spend the money, let us spend the money. We submitted proposal to both all political organizations to get the ads on the platform because we had to maintain, we had to buy light, we had to pay for lights, we had to pay for all this equipment. We have to do what we have to do to sustain the platform. So we sent out advertising packages to both organizations to advertise on the platform so that we could sustain ourselves. You know what happened? Let me tell you guys what happened. The New National Party decided that somehow that I jump ship because they won last election during my poll, and all of a sudden they ain't winning. So my poll is rigged. All of a sudden my poll is rigged, right? It didn't rig the last time, but it rigged now. Same poll. And they decided they ain't farting with spending any money on the platform. So oftentimes, guys, in the last election, you would have seen a lot of NDC ads running on this platform. You know why? I didn't talk about this before, but I'll talk about it now. The reason why you are seeing NDC ads on this platform more than NNP ads is simply because NDC spend money to run the ads. NNP didn't spend a dime on this platform. And they probably, that worked out for them, whatever. If they decided not to spend, that's fine, right? But you ain't see ads because they had no packages to advertise on the platform. They advertised other places. You can't fault them for that. That was the decision that they made. And I've always said, guys, over and over. Now, say move on. Now I have to say this, that everybody vote for who they want to vote for. I never came in on this platform and say, you vote for this one or you vote for that one. No. Vote for who is aligned with what you're aligned with. And that's what I've always said. So when you come in some facts, talk no crap. All right? 718-701-5720. 718-701-5720. At the end of the day, guys, we don't see assisting anybody based on color. That is crap. We help people no matter what. We don't ask them, yo, which political party you support? Okay, here is this assistant or here is that assistant. Yeah? No. So I'm saying we don't need to politicize everything. We don't need to politicize every flipping thing. We have to have some common ground because, listen, one hand can't clap. And this little country with 100,000 people, not even 1 million people, we have 500-something thousand people fighting against the other 400-something thousand people. Back and forth. And we ain't going no place. Not a place. Because the population is so small already. And criticism and propaganda spreading like wildfire. How you expect to grow? They have to be a common ground. And the politicians and them, on both sides, need to come together and say, listen, we need to lower the temperature because somebody will get hot. Somebody's going to get hurt. Somebody, because they're ignorant people, There are ignorant people out there, right? They don't have no rationale. They don't have no rationale about their thinking. They're very irrational. Somebody go just get hurt. And it's sad, eh? It's sad. So the politicians on both sides need to come together and lower the temperature. Lower the temperature. Everything is not about, and that's on both sides. Everything is not about opposing this just because for opposing sake. Eh? Look, I think that it's a good idea that the countries in the countries of the CARICOM who use the CCJ versus the court in England, right? That just slipped me. Anyway, it is a better arrangement to use the Caribbean Court of Justice. That's my belief. It's more local. The people in the territory more understand, than have to take it to the Privy Council. The Privy Council, that's what I was looking for, right? So the CCJ, in my belief, is better. It's a better arrangement to have the Caribbean Court of Justice as the final court of the Caribbean versus the Privy Council. But in order to change that, there need to be a referendum. Barbados don't need to do it because of how the thing set up. But here in Grenada, in order to do that, we have to have a referendum. But in order to have a referendum, you need 2/3 majority, which is 67 point something% of the total amount of vote. No one singular party have 67% majority. 67%. Remember I said it's 500,000 people fighting the other 407,000 people. It's a small, a little bit over 50% or less. But in order to get a referendum passed, you know what had to happen? In order to get a referendum passed, we need both parties to come together. We need the NNP and the NDC and probably piece of the GULP and all the other LPs and NPs and whatever else to come together to make that happen. If that will happen, the Privy Council will forever be our final court. If they have to change the name on the passport to Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique, they have to go to what? A referendum. And the people, they have to back to a referendum. Yeah. Somebody buy me a mic, please. Yeah. 2, 1, 2. Yeah. If they have to change the name on the passport, they have to go to a referendum. Same thing. You need 67% of the total to change the name on the passport or to change the name of the state to Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique, to include Carriacou and Petite Martinique, which is a good thing for Carriacou and Petite Martinique. They've been clamoring for that for a long time. That would never change if the two parties and them don't come together. So we can't go nowhere if we don't work together. And that should piss everybody off. That should piss everybody off. That we cannot move forward because politics exists in every freaking thing. Politics exists everywhere. And the leaders are pushing a political agenda because they don't want us to come together. And they know if we can't come together, we can't get nothing done. We in reverse gear. How that making sense? How that making any kind of sense? How is that making sense? All right. So Spice Girl is saying, why we have to do a referendum when it's part of Greens? Please explain, someone. All right. So the name of the state, right? The name of the state is Grenada. The name of the state is Grenada, which includes Carriacou and Petite Martinique. Carriacou and Petite Martinique is kind of sort of like a parish, right? In the construct of the Grenada balance, the Grenada kind of terminology, it's sort of like a parish. The name of the state is Grenada. In order to put Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique, or change the name of the state to Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique, they have to be a referendum. Now, the referendum is rooted and enshrined in the Constitution of Grenada, the same Constitution that we inherited from England. Yeah, they give us this Constitution, kind of like to make it hard for us. Give you the Constitution, but to change it, you need to come together. You need to work together. So that is why, to answer your question, Spice Chick, that is why, although it is a part of Grenada, the name of the state is, although Carriacou and Petite Martinique is a part of Grenada, the name of the state is Grenada. So that is what will show on the passport, right? That is what's happening. So we need to come together. If we don't come together, we ain't getting nothing done. So I don't know if politicians think that is advantageous now to separate everybody on every single item. So we just keep going in reverse gear. Now, in a lot of political realm, it's advantageous for politicians to push that agenda, because they want to show that they're active on both sides. No matter if NNP in power or NDC in power, and not just NNP doing it, because NDC used to oppose just the same. Politicians, when they go inside of there as an opposition, they oppose. It's very rarely. Besides, that is why Delma Thomas is so popular. She went against the wind, Politicians don't really work with other politicians on opposite sides. So that way Delma Thomas is so different, right? Politicians feel like whenever they get into power, it's all about them opposing. Their job is to oppose. Their position is to oppose. And we get nowhere. Now, again, I mentioned earlier that countries like Barbados, how Barbados constitution is set up, how they were able to set up their thing, right? You see how Barbados change from they took off the head of state as a queen and they became a republic. You see how easy they did that? Barbados could have done that because Barbados don't need a referendum to do that. If Grenada had to do that, Grenada had to do a referendum. Referendi. If they put more than one, is a referendum. I think the referendum is plural. So if Grenada did what Barbados have to do there, if Grenada have to change the head of state and stop saying His Majesty and all of this type of things, they have to have a referendum. They have to have a referendum. They can't do it without a referendum. And how things go in there? If they call a referendum, it go fail again. If they have a referendum right now, because of the political divide, it's going to most likely fail again. And you know, in a referendum, costing the state a lot of money. It costing the state a lot of money, right? To organize all of this thing. And they had two already, and both of them failed. So we are not going to get anything done because we too damn politicized. Everything is politics. Everything. And Grenada so damn small. Anyway, guys, that's half of the things that's pissing me off. I would love. Let me tell you how much times I call members of both parties to come on when we having discussion. And you ain't getting no kind of compliance. Either from one side or the other. You go figure. I would love if we have a conversation and we have a member from this side, a member from that side, and both of us have a conversation or a debate on a particular topic. So we could hash out the differences, you know what I mean? Hash out the differences that we have. Argue about it and come to a common ground on it. But they don't want to do it. Why? If you're serious about building, if you're serious about moving forward, why would you not want to at least come together and state your point? If you can't state your point publicly and could only state it in front of your audience, then ultimately you're hiding something. Why are you hiding? So I am appealing to the people who refuse to come and talk, and only one would go on this platform and the other would go on this platform, and they're scared to come on a mutual platform to debate and discuss on both sides. Have two different representatives. State your point, state your point. Why you say this, why you say this. And let us have a conversation. Anybody afraid to do that, they're hiding things. And they're lying to you. And anybody that you see propelling and perpetrating and all they're talking about is just propaganda stuff and just nonsense all the time. And they can't see one good positive things. And they're not dedicating their energy into helping anybody. They're not dedicating their energy to help somebody that's hungry, or to build a house for somebody, or to give somebody a bathroom, or to pay a light bill for somebody. All they could do is talk about politics and put people against people. I don't know why all you waste all your time. People like entertainment, but I think it's a waste of time. I think it's a waste of time. And I challenge anyone to tell me differently. All right? Anyway, guys, this is Thursday. This is what's pissing me off. And I hope I didn't piss a couple of you guys off. So you go, man. So you go. So he does go. But I challenge. I remember, and that's the last thing I'll say on this. I remember during the election time, I message a colleague. I ain't gonna say he's a colleague because he hates my guts. he hates my guts. I don't know why he hates me, but anyway, he hates me. Anyway, I messaged this guy and I told him, listen, we're having a conversation, we're having a debate on election, and I would like you to come on and represent your side, and I have this other person gonna come and represent their side. From the time I could finish the conversation and say, he's right, no, in big if no could have shout and screamed, no could have jumped out of the screen and box me. That's how strong the man already know. Like if I ask him for money or something, you swear think I call the guy and say, yo, you have a $5 you could lend me? I mean, I wouldn't ask him anyway because I don't think he have it. But anyway, that's besides the point. The man right no big and bold. Right? The man right no big and bold. Like, you know, like, okay, fine, I ain't go dead. You ain't coming, that's fine. So when I think, okay, fine, the man go on a little program, he go on his program, we don't call nobody program little, he went on his program and he boasts about the fact that Junior George messaged him to ask him to come and debate on the program and he tell him no. Why going on the program for? And you saw this and you saw that and you saw this and the man started to run me down on the program. And I watching the boy, I say, you see that? You see that? What was that? You know? What was that? You would swear think I call the man and ask him for money or I ask him for something like to do me a favor. You don't do me no favor. I call him to ask him to join a conversation to state your point and I have somebody from the other side state their point. I'm being very neutral about it. Then you'll jump up and say, oh, say how, look, his program only have one set of people on it. But I call you, I call you because I want you to state your point. I want you to come on and talk about your side, give your point of view. That's why I call you. So how you gonna say my program only have one side when you fail to come and represent your side? So what you want me to do? You want me to turn off my lights, shut down shop, close off, and finish do what I'm doing here? Don't do it no more because you fail to come and talk about what you had to come and talk about? Nah, I move on. The person come and they talk for the whole hour about what they want to talk about. Yeah, that's what happens. That's what happens. I have no problem with that. I would always continue to do and be how I feel in my heart. I would always continue to tell you guys how I honestly feel. And that's me. I would never tell anybody what to do when they go inside that ballot box. And I hold everybody accountable for their decision that they make. All right? Anyway, guys. Anyway. Let me end it right here. Got a quick commercial break. I got last word and we'll be right back.
Oh, Grenada, it's TGIF time again with the NLA. Thank goodness it's Friday. Every Friday in March, place 5 bets or more in a single ticket purchase on Cash 4, Pick 3 or Play Away. You automatically receive a Quick Pick inline ticket valued at $1. NLA is giving back more plays, more chances, more opportunities, and more prizes. Remember, when you play, you are supporting sports, culture, and nation building. Promotion ends March 31st. You must be 18 years and over to participate.
Again, guys, play the game of the NLA supporting sports, culture, and nation building.
Established in 1998, Ross Road Funeral Services continues to assist you plan the ideal funeral or memorial service locally or internationally. Our reputation is built on providing personalized funeral services based on love and compassion. Call Ross Road Funeral Services at 718-547-0640.
Ross Road Funeral Services, where your loved one is our loved one.
Carpentry and Cleaning Service Inc., providing exceptional carpet and cleaning, floor installation, refinishing, home renovations, drywall, painting, plastering, doors and moldings, electrical and plumbing, and much more. We are a one-stop shop for all your professional needs. Give us a call today on 718-221-5572. That is 718-221-5572. Or you can call our cell on 917-939-3192. Check out our sales on all services. We're located at 218 Schenectady Avenue, Brooklyn, New York. Phillips Carpentry and Cleaning Service Inc.
Williams Funeral Service serve you with dignity and compassion as you mourn. Every day, we embark on the journey of life, and one day, the journey will end. It's on that day that you can entrust the celebration of life of your loved ones to David Williams Funeral Service. Call 718-291-3823.
All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being a part of our program. We appreciate you so much. And guys, on Thursday, we really try to engage you, have this conversation and, talk to you a bit. Get stuff off your chest, eh? Yeah, get stuff off your chest. No problem with doing that. See you guys again tomorrow on behalf of all our production team here at Ride Along Live. Our executive producer, Lois JJ, thank you so much. Also to our moderators, thank you guys so much. We're back again tomorrow, Friday, with Ride Trivia on a Friday. No drama on a Friday. Catch you guys again tomorrow. Peace out. Good night.
On Saturday, March 18th, it's time to report for duty as New Face Promotion presents Revo Dance 19.
Do you know what it means to have a revolution?
Revo Dance 19.
Here I come with love and nothing.
All taking place at 178 Newport Street, Brooklyn, New York. Get your $40 tickets now. More at the door. For ticket info, contact 347-304-5453. And you must be 21 and over. Music by Exterminator Sound. Live from Canada. From New York, Joe Bailey. Silence. No Apology. DJ Synergy. And DJ Hot Stepper. Table and bottle packages available. Dress code Army Green or camouflage. A special prize for the best dress, male or female. And listen, when you buy your ticket early, you can win a return ticket with JetBlue to Grenada in the month of May and June 2023. It's Revo Dance 19, Saturday, March 18, 178 Newport Street.